And I get asked every holiday by my own husband, why do you do this to yourself? And the only answer I can tell him is, I want to leave it all for my grandmother. Grandma, we love you.
Anybody else? Like to share?
You know what, if it wasn't for Grandma, us great-grandchildren, we would have been doing dishes wrong. Folding laundry wrong. Doing the gardening wrong. She would always come up and be like, no, you're doing it wrong. I'll show you how to do it the right way, so when you get older, you can teach your kids how to do it. And you know, my mom made the point, we were sitting there this morning, and we all hope Grandma could have lived just a little longer to at least see me or the other great-grandkids graduate from high school, or even longer to see her great-great-grandson. But it's gonna start coming up to visit mom and not just be up at 2 o'clock in the morning playing Scrabble with someone. Grandma, you want some more wine? It's gonna suck because it's never comes. It's gonna suck a lot just sitting there in the morning. It's gonna be quiet. Bree's gonna be probably sitting in Grandma's room still depressed. But she left an amazing impact on everyone's lives and left an amazing memory on everyone. And she was always loved and will forever be loved. Love you, Grandma.
Hello, I'm Marty Wyman. I'm here with my mother, Janice Wyman. We go back with the Clark family over 50 years. Mike worked for my dad. I'm the oldest of 4 children. Mike's the oldest. And I looked up to Mike. He was like my big brother. And I remember when he went off to war, and I remember how worried Barbie was and how worried we were. I'm going to be 57 pretty soon, and I'm learning begrudgingly that some memories, in fact most memories, fade. I think back to my childhood, and I remember the good times and the good things, and every memory, Barbara Clark's there. Cub Scouts, swim team, Cynthia mentioned almost all of them, and my own parents would show up if they were able to, but I would always look over and see Barbara Clark there. And while some memories fade, this one hasn't, and I want to thank you guys for all those memories. And you know, the one memory that I'll never forget is the good memories I had of Barbara. I know she's in a good place and still working. So God bless you. Thanks for the memories.
Thank you so much, Mark. When you get up closer up there, this guy's a pilot. When you get closer up there,
Oh, yeah.
give her a high five for all this, huh?
Absolutely.
Mr. I talk to everybody, and can't do a public speech. Mr. I'm running for president at the time. I just wanted to say quickly, wow. I'm so blessed to be in your guys' family. To never even feel bad that my own grandma's jealous because I call her grandma. So what grandma you talking about that? That's grandma. Whatever it be, we lived in a really bad place in Rialto. For instance, and that water came down every day. Oh, sorry. Well, every day. weird hours but, okay.
I'm your wife.
I'm just really so blessed if you get it from Grandma, like you guys and everybody. And the funny thing is, we didn't live in a good part of Rialto, and you can imagine, there's a racial boundary there, but the homeboys would be up there drinking 40 ounces and smoking weed and stuff. And every time Grandma, they would immediately put that down and that's, hey Grandma, what are you doing? What are you doing, Grandma? That's what Mel's doing. That's Mel doing. I'm like, what's up with her cousin? I'm like, she's cool, that's Grandma. That's right, that's right.
We have the utmost respect.
Oh, all the time, immediately.
Didn't matter how many cars she backed into.
No, she would go right into the forward, bam, then reverse, bam, and the guys right in the street going, uh-oh, your car's that cousin's. We, you know, the alarm's going off and it's 4 o'clock. Well, that thing is a dry road. Oh, please, no more, no more. Just get you out of this, you can parallel parkway. Crazy, but anyways, I'm obviously not good at this talking, but I definitely owe her a lot of respect, and I love her very, very much. I'm really gonna miss her, but I'm just sorry that I didn't spend that time. You know, it's hard when everybody's family's all far apart, and we understand how the family goes. But I'm gonna quickly try to calm down, and anyways, I'm gonna miss you, Grandma. I love you very much.
Anybody else? Your chance is going fast if nobody stands up.
Well, I guess it's my turn then. I kind of feel like I'm wearing a lot of hats here today. I'm the minister, I'm the videographer, I'm the producer of the video. I guess it's because I've done a lot of things. But known Mike for, I guess, about 10 years now. Known each other. And I can see, and although I knew your mother only for a couple of weeks, I can see in you and your family her influence. And I can see that she's quite a woman.
Pretty powerful lady.
Yeah, too bad I only knew her at the tail end of her life down here. But anyway, well, I guess I don't have to read what you gave me to read, because you guys said it all. So we won't talk about that then. But anyway, it's been a privilege to know her. I told you briefly about when Mike and I were talking on the phone, and he mentioned that she was going to the City of Hope for a treatment. I said, City of Hope? I live right next door to the City of Hope. I really do. I can go out my driveway, I can see the big building a few hundred yards away. I said, I'd love to come over and meet her and pray with her. He said, would you? I said, sure. And so I got to meet her there in the treatment, and I guess that was a little over a week before she passed. So we were going to do it again the following Thursday, because they were coming in on Thursdays. And, well, she didn't take to the chemo very well, so they said, well, we're not going to go to City of Hope this week. So I offered to drive out and pray with her. Didn't realize it was that far. But that's okay. That's okay. So on Friday, it was Friday, right? So Friday, I drove out there in the afternoon. We had prayer, and I shared some scriptures with her. I shared what Jesus had done for her, so she could be prepared to meet God, because we all knew that was going to come. That was coming close. Little did I realize that after we prayed and I shared the gospel with her, and she gave me every indication that she accepted. Little do we know that 90 minutes later, she was going to meet him. It was that close. In fact, I had stopped in Victorville to eat on the way back, and while I was in Victorville, she passed before I got home. So I'm so thankful We did it on Friday, not on Saturday. So that was it. I want to just share a little bit. I really believe she's in heaven today, and I'll tell you why. And I can't say that about everybody. But, first of all, when we look at things, none of us deserve to go to heaven. Doesn't matter how good you are. We still don't deserve to go. Why is that? Well, you just take a look at your life. You've done wrong things in your life. You've done much bad things in your life. We all have. That's what the Bible says. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Hey, I'm right in there with everybody else. Probably been a lot worse than everybody else. Warren Buffett's not my favorite theologian, but there's one thing he said that I like. He said, all saints have a past, and all sinners have a future. And so, I don't know if he's ever said anything else that fits in theologically, but that sure did. And, we've all got a past, but that doesn't have to define the future either. And so, basically, when I went and prayed with her and shared what Jesus did for her, she couldn't speak at the time, but I asked her, do you accept this? Do you accept Jesus? And all she could do was look at me, and her eyes got real big, and she tried to smile, but couldn't get it out. And she kind of indicated that, hey, this was good. So that's why I believe that. Now, how do we know about this? How do we know that we do have eternal life or can have it? Well, it all comes as a gift of God, and God offers it to everybody. And for those of us who know Him, when we talk about Barbara, it's not goodbye forever, it's so long for now. I remember when I was a student, I graduated from high school, my first year of college. I grew up in Dearborn, Michigan, went to school in Chicago. So it's about the same distances as here to Las Vegas, so it's not that far. But of course, in the 1960s, it was farther. It's just, we travel so much more today, and it's so much faster that it's so much easier. But when we got there, I remember my parents drove me there, and two brothers were in the car. We spent a couple of days touring Chicago at first, and then as they were getting in the car to go back to Dearborn, everybody was in the car except my mom, and she was standing by the door, and she hugged me and started crying. She said, "Oh, I hate goodbyes. I hate goodbyes." And I said, "Mom, I'm going to be back for Christmas. It's only a few months away." She said, "I know, but I hate goodbyes." And so then she finally got in the car, and they drove off back to Dearborn. Christmas came around, I flew back to Michigan for Christmas. Again, they drove me to the airport. In fact, my mom wouldn't go to the airport. She didn't want to prolong the goodbye. At home, before I left, my dad was in the car. My mom hugged me, started crying. She said, "I hate goodbyes." I said, "Mom, Easter's coming. I'm coming back for Easter." She said, "I know, but I hate goodbyes." And my mom was almost 90 when she passed last year. In fact, your mom and my mom were both born in 1922. And my mom passed last Cinco de Mayo. But from the time, that first time she told me she hated goodbyes until the time that we finally said goodbye for the last time for a while, she always said, "I hate goodbyes," but we always saw each other again. And it was not, "Hey, I'm going forever. I'll see you again. I'll see you soon." And death for a person who knows Christ is the same thing. It's not goodbye forever. It's so long for now. And so everything that seems so important to us in this life, there comes that time when it's gone. It's like when you go to the grocery store and you want to buy a can of tomato juice. So you go down there and you're looking through the shelves and you find the can you want. And so you get the can, you take it home. When you take the can home, then you drink the juice, right? What do you do with the can? Well, it sounds like it was your mom. She would have done something different from what I would have done.
Yep.
But typically, what do most people do? Put it this way. What do most people do with the can? After you're done with the juice, you throw it away. Why? You don't need the can anymore, right? And, you know, there comes a time when we don't need our body anymore. And your mom is giving your body to science. That's great. That's cool. And I hope they do find something about headaches too, because I don't get headaches either. I give them. But anyway, you know, she gave her body to science. She didn't need it anymore. So there's no value to her except what she can give, and she's still giving, and that's cool. To keep on giving after you're gone. That's a great legacy to have.
Absolutely.
But you know, she didn't need it anymore. I'm sure 20 years ago she wouldn't have given her body to science.
Don't you would. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Every day.
It's always been.
Well, but wait a minute. Maybe would she have given it to science for them to take it and cut it up while she was still living? That's what I mean. She needed it then. She wouldn't have given it to science. I mean, you might want to give your body to science, but you want to wait till you die before they get it, right? That's what I mean. So 20 years ago, I'm sure she wouldn't have.
Right.
loving you always with a love that's true always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll see you in that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.